Hi, families. I hope everyone's had a great weekend. I want to just touch bases about what we're going to be doing at school this week. Language arts, it's N week, so we'll be doing a lot with N words. There are no new sight words this week, and there's no new story. It's a big review week this week. In writing, we talk about two things. They're talking about when you write a sentence and spaces. So they're calling the spaces between letters in words spaghetti spaces, and the spaces in between words meatball spaces. When I write with kids, I call them finger spaces. Different kindergarten teachers call them different things. But when you are writing and you're using the term meatball spaces, kind of interchange meatball spaces and finger spaces too. So kids tie those two things together. We're also going to be doing a writing web this week, and we've done things like this some kind of already. But basically, you're taking a topic that goes in the middle of your web, like colors maybe, and then there's lines coming off so it looks like a web, and then you write green is a color, blue, purple. I think the one they do is cats, and they talk about, oh, cats are soft, cats have whiskers, that sort of thing. In math, we're doing a lot with classifying and sorting things by their shape, by their color, by how many if they have eyes or not. So again, that's kind of review. Social studies, we're moving into life in the past. So you're going to watch some short little videos where it talks about, what people wear today versus what they wore in the past, what transportation was like. There is a just for fun activity where you get to make your own butter. I don't think it's graded. You don't have to do it, but it's a easy, quick thing if you want to do it with your kids. And then it also talks about where your family is from. So we're going to talk about kind of our histories a little bit. And then it talks about special Americans. There's a thing with Thomas Jefferson and Martin Luther King Jr. where you're comparing them. And then at the end, it talks about lots of kind of historical people in America's past. Science, where we're learning about squirrels this week and squirrel behavior. So the one thing I noticed with science is the very first thing you get to in Accelerate Ed is a worksheet, and it asks you a bunch of questions. The story that goes with the worksheet is on the next slide. So you'll get the worksheet first, the story's on the next slide. There's a lot of drawing in science. So please make sure that your kiddos are doing their own drawing. I love kindergarten. I love kindergarten art. I know that a circle with 4 legs can be a squirrel. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect, but really encourage your kiddos to try to do some of these things on their own. And the last thing is art. So art this week, we are still working with leaves. The first thing you're going to do is go collect leaves or flowers, and you're going to put them, it says put them on a board and then put the flowers down and put a piece of paper on top, and you're going to hammer it. And basically what's going to happen is the juice from the leaves is going to imprint onto the paper. So it's kind of like a lot of printmaking this week. There's a second activity where they want you to use paper and glue leaves onto it and then paint the leaves and make prints. I feel like we've kind of done printmaking with leaves already. So you can maybe just talk about that. And then the last one, which I think will be really fun, is watercolors. So you take a paper and you get the paper wet, and kids are only allowed to use 2 colors. And then with the paintbrush, they just kind of explore and create and see how the colors mesh together. You could have them use like blue and yellow, and there'll be blue parts and yellow parts, and then those will mix together to make green. You can have them just pick what they want. So yeah, just kind of let them. It's a free flow activity for them to just explore and experiment. All right. I hope everyone has a great week. I will be sending out, we are in week 6. Our marking period ends November 11th. So here in the next week or so, I'm going to be scheduling one-on-one times again to go through a bunch of assessments with the kiddos for their report cards. So that's kind of coming down the pipe. All right. I will see all of you Monday morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.